Hi, just do a mic test. Testing, Michael, can you hear me? Hi, good morning, everyone. Before we begin, I would like to introduce myself. I'm Meagan, coming from the Futures Business Development team from Group Futures and Commodities. Today is my turn, my first time to share some of the insights in futures. Well, before we begin, I would like to highlight a brief disclaimer. Trading in futures and options involve a high level of risk due to leverage and will not be suitable for all investors. This presentation is intended for educational and informational purposes only and do not constitute an invitation or recommendation to buy or sell of any financial instrument. Please consult your licensed broker or financial advisor before making any trading decision. Okay, let us begin. Well, without further delay, here's a quick overview of the current market landscape and potential trading opportunity. All right, let us begin. Crude palm oil prices has been under pressure since late October, following a prolonged downtrend. However, the market has started to show early sign of rebound after forming a recent low at 3893. Over the past two trading sessions, prices rebounded sharply, closing today at 4036. Immediate resistance is seen around 4130 level, while near-term support is located near 4020. Overall, the market buyers remain cautious and tighter to the downside unless prices can hold firmly above 4130 level. And for FKLI, the market continued to display an upside bias, although a minor corrective pullback towards the 1650 level cannot be ruled out. This marked the third attempt for the index to retest its previous high, following earlier attempt in December 2024 and August 2025. Should buying interest remain constructive, we may see the index advancing towards the 1700 level within the next 2 weeks. Moving to the agriculture markets, corn and soybean prices remain weak, and another round of selling pressure could push prices back towards their respective support level. Soybean oil, however, is currently testing a key support zone between 48.8 to 48.9. If prices manage to hold above this level, a rebound towards resistance at 51.8 and 52.7 is possible. We will continue to keep soybean oil on our watch list for potential buying opportunity. In the equity space, the Hang Seng Index continued to trade in a range-bound environment with limited momentum. Meanwhile, the 850 is attempting to break out its trading range. Whether this move represent a final year-end push to close the market in positive territory remain to be seen. Looking at the global equity, the Dow Jones Industrial Average, S&P 500, and Nasdaq, and also Nikkei 225 are hovering near their all-time high. As a result, trading opportunity limited, with intraday scalping strategy being more suitable at this stage. Precious metal remains strong with precious metal remains strong with gold and silver surging to fresh record highs. And while upside momentum is still intact, prices are currently elevated, making them less ideal for overnight position. Intraday trading is therefore preferred. Copper is attempting to break through its resistance level, but at this point, no trades are recommended in this market. Crude oil has rebounded over the past two sessions, rising from 54 to 58. Trading opportunity remains intact. Well, Malaysian palm oil prices have also rebounded after last week. A sharp decline that saw prices break below the 3,900 level. This rebound was supported by stronger export data and Indonesia allocation of 15.646 million kiloliter of palm oil-based biodiesel for its 2026 blending mandate. And for US, looking at the US market, major stock indexes were little change after the delayed third quarter GDP data came in better than expected. This reinforced the view that the Federal Reserve is unlikely to cut interest rate again in the near term. WTI crude oil rebounded following US action against Venezuelan tanker, which sparked renewed supply concern and provided crude oil with its stronger catalyst in weeks. As such, a potential trading opportunity has emerged in WTI with a reference price. Well, we are giving a call in micro crude oil. This is the buying call that we are giving. Our reference price is at 56.96. The upside targets are 58.9 and 60.5, with potential gain of approximately USD 194 per lot and USD 354 per lot, respectively, with capital of USD 424. However, risk management is key, and losses could be limited at 55.96 if the market does not move as expected. So my second trade idea would be on FKLI. Well, FKLI is on, but I recommend the FKLI for January month contract. The market is attempting to break through the 1,700 level for the first time. A short-term trade may be considered if the market retraces and finds firm support above the reference price of 1,654, with a potential target at 1,700 and a stop loss at 1,644. This trade offers a potential gain at approximately of 2,300 per lot with a capital of 4,000. Well, that concludes my presentation. So I hope that everyone has a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank you very much for the attention.
Right, morning everyone. Thanks, Meagan. Okay, you can see my screen. Right, so looking at the S&P 500, well, yesterday it hit a new record high. On Tuesday session after the core PCE price index rose only 0.1% in November, confirming that the inflation has effectively returned to the Fed's target. So I think the rally was a broad base, but led by interest rate sensitive sector like real estate, REITs, and also the some of the consumer sector. I think while the Tesla sudden surge yesterday on optimistic fourth quarter delivery rumors lifting sentiment across the tech space, but unable to close higher at the end of the session. So buying pressure was also amplified by the consumer confidence data jumping to a high. Fueling hope that holiday spending will prevent any near-term recession. So if you believe that the sentiment to remain positive, backed by those encouraging data, so the index may potentially propel to test the 6,950 level, right? So yeah, okay. So if you look at the China A50 futures chart, right? Well, it rallied 0.9% or close to 1% yesterday, driven by the reports that Nvidia plan to ship compliant high power AI chips to Chinese clients before the new year, sparking a buy. A buying spark in the local semiconductor supply chain. So sentiment was further lifted by the 2025 game industry report, right, which showed that the domestic revenue hit higher, fueling gains in the gaming related stock despite the broader weaker in consumer retail names. So expect the A50 futures to challenge the 15,500 resistance level as the AI optimism counters seasonally liquidity tightness. However, watch out for the profit taking in the Hong Kong tech sectors as well, or even their constituents, which are currently lagging the mainland's enthusiasm, right? Hmm. Okay, so for the WTI crude oil futures, well, it hovered near this 58.4.5 dollar level um on yesterday, as the geopolitical risks provide a firm floor. Um, you see that the Ukraine's drone strike on the Russian fleet tanker and also the ongoing U.S. Blockade of Venezuela forced traders to maintain a risk premium, right? So yes, for now the risk on sentiment is intensified. However, we keep our negative trading bias unchanged unless it cross above our $62 level. Because we see that the overall or the current trend now is still bearish, right? So coming back to Malaysia, yeah, so the KLCI, well, it climbed above 16,000, sorry, 1676 on Tuesday. It closed at 1676.464 on yesterday's session, marking its fourth straight session gains as the local entities continue to accumulate index heavyweights like some of the names like Tenaga, CIMB, banks, the Maybanks, right? To spark some interest before the year end, right? So in contrast, if you look at the FKLI futures, where it retraced as traders lightened position ahead of the Christmas holiday, together with the New Year, right? Worried that the negative market breadth for our local market, um, and also profit taking in the recent high flyers like um, names like Petronas, MISC, right? So I think at this juncture, if you're trading the FTLI, right, market are still positive. We are still aiming for the 1,007 points level, riding on the positive prospect of the market right now. Right. So just to show you the small cap index, right? So yeah, also if you look at this small cap index, this could be one of the interesting index to see also. And if you're I mean, if you are following this index, well, the index stopped its decline from a consolidation after touching the golden ratio level of Fibonacci. So to me, this align with what our analyst mentioned in his report regarding the small mid cap prospect in 2026, which we are looking at 19 to 20% growth for upcoming years or next year, right? So at this juncture, 50,900 points, I guess, the key level and the index support. I mean, uh, if the if the index went above this level, it should continue the reversal and hold the bullish structure. Right. So now, if you're wondering what are the components and which stock to look at, maybe I can share with you some of the names here that we have screenshot based on the weightage in the small cap constituents, right? So this is a watch list for today. Yeah, okay. So since we noticed a noticeable gains in construction sector recently, so today, maybe apart from our green stocks, we have also this counter, which is MN Holdings, which we find it interesting. So recently, I think the stock has rebounded significantly from the 200-day SMA line. So if the bullish structure remains, forming a new high structure once again today or even in the coming sessions ahead. We believe that the 1 ringgit 70 cent is the immediate resistance for now. Also, if you see here, uh, looking at the indicator, the MACD has crossed above its signal line, indicating a bullish initial bullish move, right? All right. So looking at the tech stock, I think Tech should be moving higher in the coming session, looking from yesterday's move, right? And also, if you see here, the stock has now breached above this 21-day moving average, 200-day moving average, and form a new high. I mean, a new higher high, together with the reversal, uh, reversal pattern, double bottom. Now that it has crossed above this 46 cent level and trying to propel higher towards the 49 cent level. I think the next resistance should be at 51 cent level if the bullish structure remains, right? Also together with that, looking at the indicator as well, MACD is very to me is very encouraging, signaling a bullish note today. I mean yesterday, right? Right. So for our Malaysia trading stocks, we have CloudPoint today. So the stock has breakout above the 69 cent level on a strong volume. With that, we expect the momentum to remain bullish and stock able to climb further to test the next resistance at 74 cent, together followed by 79 cent level. So if you see here, if the stock to clear below this 64 cent support, this could shift to a bearish structure. Okay, and next we have Tenaga National here. So since we are talking about, I mean, we are talking more about utilities and energy sector lately, right? So yeah, so the stock is experiencing a breakout above this 13 ringgit 60 cent level, and if the stock to remain bullish, we're expecting for the price to reach 14 ringgit 20 cent in the coming session with high volume. So second resistance is at 14 ringgit 70 cent level. Right, so keep an eye at the 13 ringgit and 10 cent level for any attempt of reversal. Right. So lastly, for the FCPO, well, I think Meagan have explained a lot just now, right? But it's okay. Yeah, for FCPO, it rose yesterday on Tuesday session, reclaiming the 4,000 mark, right? As it tracked gains of their peers, which also signal a broad-based buying in the global edible oil. So bullish sentiment was strengthened by the ITS data showing that the demand has returned, which encourage traders to ignore the negative impact of this stronger ringgit, right? So I think those who are still looking at the FCPO for trading, we are still we still keep our negative trading bias unchanged, expecting for the index to touch the low of 3,900 ringgit post consolidation phase, right? So before I end, yeah, Merry Christmas to all. Safe journey. I hope you have a good time with family. Thanks everyone. Happy trading and see you again. I pass to Adam. Thanks.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Today we have a thematic report on the state of Perak. Let me just share my screen. Okay, so this report highlights some investable ideas coming from the state of Perak, but on a very macro basis, what is going to be an upcoming development in the state of Perak would be the Lumut Maritime Industrial City, or LUMIC. So it's basically in the area of Lumut, and there's going to be 6 industrial clusters that is going to have its own respective niches. For example, if you can see here, each area would have its own activities, and the total of the land available is about 23,000 acres. And the Chief Minister of Perak did say that there's going to be the 3rd regasification terminal in the area of Lumut, so that should further expedite the development of the Lumic area. So you can see there's Lumut Port's cargo throughput, which has been above 4 million metric tons since 2018. And you can see this is the first Lumut Maritime Terminal. You've got certain companies like Malaysian Flour Mills at the Lumut Maritime Terminal area. And in terms of which corporates are in Lumut, we have highlighted IGM subsidiary, which is ICP Piles, a manufacturer and producer of spun piles. So they have 3 factories in the Lumut area, and this factory is not too far from the proposed Lumic 1A and 1B areas. So what's the main benefit of this piles factory of IGM or ICP Piles is that it has its own jetties, which enables it to even transport piles to other areas, not just in Malaysia, but also internationally. I mean, one of the notable ones is the 90 meters pre-joint pile, which was transported to Sarawak for the Batang Lupa Bridge. And not to forget the 54-meter spine piles for the methanol jetty in Bintulu, Sarawak. So that provides an advantage. And if not mistaken, ICP Piles is one of the largest spine piles producers in Malaysia. We also have Sunway City Ipoh, which has about 400 acres of land that has yet to be developed. And at the moment, Sunway Ipoh Mall is currently being constructed, and Sunway Medical Center just started operations in April this year, and I think moving forward they have got some other developments in the Sunway City Ipoh, which is the Hilltop Homes over there, and potentially some other additional developments post Sunway Ipoh Mall completion. Lastly, we also have MRCB, which is also developing the Ipoh Central project, which has a GDV of about 6.3 billion, which is to be developed over the next 20 years. So the area is pretty much near the KTM station of Ipoh. So, given that there's Sunway City Ipoh in Tambun is also developing, this particular TOD project should also accommodate or facilitate to improve the attractiveness of the city of Ipoh to attract more talent, from outside, to potentially serve the industrial areas of Ipoh, such as the Silver Valley Tech Park, amongst others. So, with that, the key Perak highlights are Sunway Construction, IGM, and MRCB. So that's all for today, everyone. Have a good break tomorrow, and we will see you back again on Friday. Till then, take care and bye-bye.